Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Dennis Bithoulkas, and this is Saturday Morning Blast Off. Welcome to the apocalypse version of Saturday Morning Blast Off. Yeah, people are sacking fucking Costco's like they're the Visigoths sacking Rome at this point. If Rome was coveting toilet paper as their treasure. Fuck me, man. Yeah, it's just fucking ridiculous out there. Uh, Jesus. What can I say? That's not why I was late. I was just late because it's fucking Saturday. That's why. I have enough toilet paper marks to last me at least a couple of months. And it wasn't, I actually had that toilet paper before all of this hoarding shit went on because I'm a normal person. If I go to Costco and buy a pack of toilet paper from Costco, it lasts me fucking like 3, 4, fucking 5 months, something like that. So yeah, it's Jesus. Yeah, because I went and bought one fucking thing of toilet paper from Costco. I'm the problem, Stanley. I get it on that one. Oh, so welcome everybody. Welcome to Pi Day as well. It's 3/14, so it is actually Pi Day. Pi Day during the apocalypse. We had Friday the 13th yesterday. It's a full moon. We just had, what was it, national emergency declared here in the United States because Admiral Admiral can't figure out what the fuck to do. And yeah, all is well. Exactly. It is Pi Day. That's right. It is Pi Day. I thought it was funny. McDonald's is doing some kind of guava cream pie as for Pi Day, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Guava cream? You guys do know that is a sign of the apocalypse, right there. Is when McDonald's starts serving guava cream pie, whatever the hell that is. So yeah. Let me get some business out of the way, as Penn has reminded me. Like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, remember at the very end of this video, you're going to see a video pop up here. Basically, what YouTube does takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching, pops a video up there that matches as best as possible my vast video library to all the weird shit you've been watching, because Google does watch you. And that's going to go up there. Up here is going to be Clone Wars, is what's going to be up there. If you want to know when I'm going to be on live again next, you can hit the bell down below here. It's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you when I'm on. So best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule up there. I change it out every Monday when I remember to do it. And I also post it up on my Facebook page as well. And speaking of Facebook, for those few of you who still have it, there's a Facebook group page where you guys can actually post stuff amongst yourselves and talk amongst yourselves as well, as long as it's respectful to everybody. I do monitor because I'm the only one that's posting shit right now. I have a Twitter, I have an Instagram, I have a Patreon page, but no tiers set up as of yet. I will put up tiers at some point in time. Honestly, I'm just kind of I really don't like Patreon, to tell you the truth. I don't like taking people's money unless I have stuff to give you. And right now I don't have any stuff to give you because there's a lot of shit going on. And at work, part of my job is safety. Actually, that is my job, is safety. And of course, we have lots of shit going on right now. And who knows, at any point in time, I might get dragged into some drama that's going on. And I saw that people were talking about testing for COVID-19 and all that kind of stuff. There is actually a simple test out there that is a PCR assay test. To get technical for it with you for just a minute, that is fairly quick and can be done in an hour, but it hasn't been approved by the US government. Hey, surprise, because there's 700 fucking open positions in the CDC right now, and the pandemic group has been fired in 2018 by Captain Bone Spurs there. And yeah, so that could have actually been done a long time ago, and we could have actually tested everybody that we wanted to test, but that hasn't been approved as of yet. So there we go. Who still does handshakes? You know what? My vet did handshakes the other day, and I kind of hesitated for a second. I'm like, all right, whatever. She's been washing her hands. If anything, she's been, looking at my dog's butt more than anything else. So yeah. Yeah. So, political stuff aside, let's talk about happy stuff. Like what's been closed so far due to COVID-19. How about that? Yeah. So, as you've heard, Disneyland and Disney World are now closed to the end of the month. So basically, this came about from California Governor Newsom. He essentially said California does not want groups of 250 or more gathering, because of the pandemic that we have going on. And so Disneyland basically said, okay, we're going to close down Disneyland and we're also going to close down Disney World as a precaution through the end of the month. That took place. Yesterday was the last day they were open. Today they are closed. So for those of you who wanted to go to Disneyland or Disney World, tough shit. Because actually, I wanted to go on St. Patrick's Day. I've been trying to go to Disneyland now for the last like month and a half, because I have a SoCal pass, which means I have 3 days to burn before May 21st, I believe is what it is. And yeah, it's one of those things. I got the fucking flu, then I got pneumonia, then I got an ear infection, all this stuff, and then COVID-19 breaks out. And yeah, I'm not really. Hey, PC. Excuse me. How's it going? Are you a new person coming in here, PC? If you are, welcome. So thank you for coming on board. Go to Disney World. No, I'm not going to Disney World, Marks. Why would I go to Florida? If I wanted random shootings and violence and stuff like that, I can go to Texas. It's much closer. Yeah. Granted, I probably can't get the meth and other illegal drugs that are floating around Florida as easily as I could, in Texas as I could in Florida. But yeah. Well, welcome, PC. We are definitely, we don't bite here. That's, except for Fanobi. Just stay away from movie Fanobi. He's the one that is probably the carrier and is going to kill us all. So he's probably going to be carrying the virus. I did tell people to wash their ass at Comic-Con. If you go and take a look at my Comic-Con video or Comic-Con survival guide, which is up in my video library, I did tell people to wash their ass quite a bit. There was even a hashtag that was involved saying wash your ass. And, I tried. So what are you going to do? So what else is closed? So Disney has halted production on Falcon and Winter Soldier. Basically, there's a lot of stuff that's getting closed down. Warner Brothers has closed down their productions. So has Netflix. Apple has closed their stores. So yes, Apple, if you're trying to get your Geek Squad or whatever they're called, the desk or whatever it is, you're not going to be able to do it because that's closed. Google is telling people to work from home. Microsoft is telling people to work from home. All that kind of stuff is happening. So, in an effort to stop the spread of the COVID-19 virus. So, there you go. I have not seen Colbert's drunk rehearsal, although, excuse me, I still have a cough left over from pneumonia. So that's not going to happen. Not going to go away anytime soon. For the first time, E3 2020 has been canceled outright. So they're not even going to reschedule it for this year. It's just canceled outright. WonderCon has been postponed. I've got a pass for WonderCon as well, and that's been postponed. No word yet on Comic-Con, which is in July, if that's going to get postponed or canceled or what's going to happen. I highly doubt it. I think by July, hopefully we're over this, or we're going to be living in a Mad Max society where toilet paper is going to be the least of our worries at that point. The director for Shang-Chi, the Shang-Chi production, has been suspended in Australia because the director has self-isolated and is awaiting his tests on the COVID-19 his COVID-19 screening down there. So yeah, it's already wasn't E3 already in doubt due to early Apple Crow. Pretty much people were pulling out of everything. Did I lose my press credentials? No, I haven't moved for nobody. I'm still they have the little press logo on your you know profile, the online profile. So I still have that press credential. They're probably just going to send it to me later on in the mail, that kind of thing, whenever they end up uh, rescheduling that thing. So we'll see. Yeah. Yeah. So UC here has UCSD has all the finals, because finals were going on they started today, as a matter of fact. So they're all take-home finals or online finals now. And next quarter, everyone's going to online classes unless they're labs. So that's what we have going on here. I just read this morning that a student at San Diego State and another one at University of San Diego both tested positive for COVID-19. So shit's going to ensue at that point as well. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I agree with you, Viking bitch. So everyone's hoarding like hand sanitizer and toilet paper, but not fucking condoms. Those are the people that actually need to buy condoms the most, or get vasectomies, or get their tubes tied, or whatever. Those are the ones that really need to, you know, practice some birth control, or stand in front of a fucking irradiator for at least 20 minutes with their genitals exposed to it. So yeah, free vasectomies for all the free vasectomy. If you buy more, if you want more than one pack of toilet paper, or one Costco size pack of toilet paper, you need to get a vasectomy first. That's what it should be, and you have to have the vasectomy first before you get the extra rolls of toilet paper. Yeah. Oh yeah, I agree with you, Stanley. We lived in idiocracy long before this started happening. Oh, people aren't going to go to cinemas. They stopped going to cinemas a while ago, so it's gonna hurt that as well. I'm waiting to see what this weekend's box office is gonna look like, because what is it? Bloodspot, or Bloodshot. There we go. That's what it is. Bloodshot came out this weekend, and yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Speaking of movies, Frozen 2, which was supposed to come out 3 months from now, is actually coming out on Disney Plus tomorrow, because of the pandemic, and Disney just kind of wanted to give a little extra, since people are going to be staying home and stuff like that. They've said, hey, to ease your pain and burdens and all that kind of stuff, we're going to release Frozen 2 2 months or 3 months early on Disney Plus, so you guys can watch it then. So for those of you who are fans of Frozen, Frozen 2, all that kind of stuff, I still have never seen them, because it's just not my, yeah. So there you go. I agree with you, Viking bitch. All those people that are hoarding stuff. So if you're out there and you're hoarding stuff, you don't need to. You're not going to run out of this shit. Okay. Stop hoarding stuff. All you're doing is hurting people that actually need it, like the elderly, the infirm, people that are actually immunocompromised, things like that. What you should be doing is washing your fucking hands for at least 20 seconds with soap and water, following the proper procedure of doing it, not just doing that and being done with it. There is a whole proper procedure. Look it up. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to provide it for you. Apple Crow says Amazon and eBay blocked a reseller who hoarded $20,000 worth of sanitizer that he collected from rural areas. Oh man, what an asshole! Seriously, yeah. And also the masks too. There's a lot of like people that are getting chemotherapy and stuff like that actually need these masks so they don't die. And you assholes that are wearing them because you think it's going to protect you from the virus, which it won't, by the way, are fucking hoarding masks so that these people that actually need them can't get them. Stop it. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I was actually making a joke amongst my mods last night that I got this little pack. This was actually from Comic-Con, believe it or not, because it's easier to carry my bag than a bottle, even though it's still leaked all over the fucking place. These are Purell hand sanitizing wipes, but they don't have the 60% ethanol that that CDC recommends. This has benzolium chloride or something like that. Actually, I need to put on my glasses in order to read that. Uh, benzalkonium chloride, that's what it has, which is not recommended. By the way, for the CDC, they say it'll do okay in a pinch, but even these fucking things are flying off the shelves too. Why? Oh, excuse me. So yeah. Yeah, just stop it. Shit. I mean, come on, people. Stop buying this shit. Stop hoarding stuff. Stop fucking punching each other out in line because someone bumped your fucking cart. Grow a fucking pair of balls, man. Let them drop for a change. Man. Yeah, they're stealing them by the box in hospitals. I know they've locked them up. We're talking about that in a different group that I'm in, and how yes, they need to actually have they're locking supplies down now in hospitals because assholes are actually stealing them from hospitals. So yeah, ridiculous. Anyway, back to happier news. I don't know if it's happy, but let's see. Robert Picardo is in talks to return as the Doctor on Picard. Maybe they can actually explain how a fucking hologram ages then at that point, because I would like to know how they're going to explain that away. How he looks like he's, the 70 years old that he is versus, or he's 60 years old, excuse me, not 70, he's 60 years old. And come on, really? Are movies and series shutting? Yes, productions are shutting down right now, Green Henry. So Warner Brothers has completely stopped the whole CW series because they shoot up in Vancouver, so they've shut down. All that stuff is being shut down at the moment. Penn says here in Florida, some police are putting out fake warnings that elicit. Yeah, that's not just in Florida; it's going on in Texas, pretty much all along the southern states for some reason. That police are putting out that drugs are contaminated with the coronavirus and will be tested for free, so that they can make drug arrests, which is a fucking asshole move, quite honestly. Even though it does get drugs off the streets, but still at the same time, yeah, that's fear mongering right there. That is just spreading panic amongst people that are already fucking stupid to begin with. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah, if you do drugs, you're just fucking stupid. That's all I'm gonna say. If you're doing like fentanyl and all that kind of stuff. Yes, I know it's an addiction, all that stuff. Still, you need to go and get some help for it. There, that's all I'm gonna say. Back to happier news, like I was saying. So the Loki series over at Disney Plus has cast Richard E. Grant in an undisclosed role, but the rumors are already starting to fly that he is going to be Kang the Conqueror, or at least a version of Kang the Conqueror. And I'm actually very, very excited about this, to tell you the truth, because I'm loving Richard E. Grant right now in Dispatches from Elsewhere, which, by the way, I'm covering on Mondays here. Dispatches from Elsewhere on AMC. So he as King the Conqueror, I think, would be a brilliant move. And also, since Loki is supposed to be jumping around basically time, he is going to get Kang's attention at this point in time. So, yeah. I hope so, Viking Bitch. I hope people, sub, and if they're staying home, sure, exactly. You just checked your box of wipes, Apple Crow, and they're the same. So, yes, it's still okay. Yeah. Yes, I am 162. people away from 1,000 people, which is the magic number in order to unlock stuff, obviously, on YouTube for some reason. So thank you, by the way, PC. Thank you for subscribing. I saw that there were it moved up one person. I get to see all the live, counts and all that. Apple Crow. It's a text, and I just want to thank Florida for its service and keeping us out of the news for stupid stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's how it goes, right? It's supposed to be Florida first, then it's Texas. Is that how it goes? In order of stupidity is what I'm talking about. Stuff happening. So yeah. Yeah, the other thing that people are talking about is so all these classes are supposed to be moving over to Zoom and things like that. And is Zoom actually prepared to handle this load of people? Are school servers prepared to handle this load of people that are going to be online? And then someone came up with a brilliant idea and they said, well, why not just hold classes in World of Warcraft? World of Warcraft is actually set up to handle this amount of people, this load of people that are coming in. All these online gaming, these MMORPGs are set up to handle this load of people. So you really could hold a class dressed as an orc or an elf or whatever it is you want to dress up, whatever you want to make your character as. I think that would be brilliant, to tell you the truth. Yes. Uh Catnish. I don't know what that was, Stanley. Uh yeah. I know the kids would love to have classes in World of Warcraft. Yeah. Is local bandwidth enough to handle everyone being on together? I think it's okay, Apple Crow. I mean, if you're just doing, um, like I said, if you're just having one person presenting and the other people are just there to, get that material, I think it's all right. Oh, that was the cash register sound. The ka-ching is what you were trying to go for. I got it, Stanley. Ka-ching. Yeah. I misread. I couldn't figure out what that was. Catfishing. Cat ball. Squirrel. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know anymore. So, Andrej Merrick, how's it going? Say hi to PC. PC's one of our newest members and here in the chat. So say hi to them. Tom Holland says that Spider-Man 3 is starting to shoot now in July in Atlanta. That's if everyone is still, we haven't evolved into the Mad Max society that we already have become. So yeah, he supposedly has seen the script and says it's bonkers. I'm kind of surprised he didn't let fly with already some spoilers if he's already read the script because he is Tom Holland. Yeah. I think you're a little bit behind there, Green Henry. I've already talked about that. So yeah. You might be watching a little bit behind there. Hey, this is what we do, PC. When you have a new person come in, and actually, doesn't lurk and actually interacts with us in the chat. We like to make them feel wanted and loved. How's that sound? Yeah. And then we try to keep Movie Finobi's fingers away from them because he likes putting them in weird places. Yeah, there's already a lot of schools set up for online, but their servers are pretty bad. Yeah. Oh my God, how did this channel get so PC? Oh my God, Apple Crow, you belong in the corner for that one. That's yeah. You belong in a timeout for at least a good 5 years. For that one. That was just bad. That was like a total dad joke. I mean, a complete and total dad joke. Yeah. All right. What else do I got here? Looks like I'm going through these actually fairly quickly today, but hey, why not? We got the final trailer for Black Widow that came out, and I don't know if everyone saw this. So the movie comes out on May 1st. Um, and we finally got a good look at Taskmaster and what his abilities are. And he's the one that has actually been controlling what's called the Red Room. And for those of you who don't know what the Red Room is, it's part of Marvel Comics. It's actually where Natasha learned all her skills and everything from the KGB. And we find out that he is actually hunting down Natasha, her sister, Rachel Weisz character, and of course, um, now I can't remember his name now. Not North Star, but Red Star. There we go. Rachel Weisz character, and of course, um, now I can't remember his name now. Not North Star, but Red Star. There we go. It's another Marvel movie or DC movie or something like that. Hey, Paula. Yeah, not a problem. We all go by our handles here anyway. It's I know a few people's real names, except for Stanley. Stanley goes by his real name, and yes, you are serving that one, and rightfully so, because that one does not deserve any kind of leniency at all for that joke. Red Sparrow. We're talking about how the Red Sparrow stole quite a bit of Black Widow's storyline, the original storyline from the comics. So, oh, it's not your real name. Okay. Well, that's good. That is good. Okay, what else do I have here? Oh, yeah. So May 11th, there's going to be a 6-part miniseries on HBO called The Third Day. The first 3 episodes are going to star Jude Law, and the second 3 episodes, and I can't remember the actress's name right now. Crap, I'm blanking on her name. But anyway, it looks very Wicker Man-ish, if you will. If you get to see the trailer for it, it looks interesting. I'm going to watch it. It's on HBO, and it's coming out at a good time. So yeah, I'll watch that one. Yeah. No, I'm not, Viking Mitch. I'm not familiar with Lex. Yeah, all that well. I remember seeing episodes of it long, long time ago when it first came out, and yes, not Nicolas Cage Wicker Man, but just Wicker Man in general. And they're actually saying it's like Wicker Man and what's that new one that came out, Summers, whatever. Yeah, kind of like those weird island movies where you got a weird village full of people. Midsummer, thank you, Midsummer. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. And then also, God, my brain is just Swiss cheese today. It really is. The guy who was in Legion, the lead in Legion, he did one that was also on Netflix that was really good. And same kind of series, same kind of setting, I should say, which is very interesting. It was a very interesting. I have not seen Midsummer. Yeah. It's not my kind of movie. It really isn't. So, yeah. Oh man, Stanley, you go in the corner for that one too. You get at least a half-hour timeout on that one. Oh. So yeah, that's coming out. That looks interesting. I want to watch that one and see how it goes. I'm not going to cover it, of course, but who knows? Depending on what I've got going on at that time, I might cover it. That's how I go here. So Aya Cash, who is from FX's what is it? I Hate You or something like that. I can't remember the name of I never watched it. It was a comedy, but anyway, she's joining season 2 of The Boys as Stormfront. Now, for those of you who read the comic, you probably remember that Stormfront was male, first of all, that Stormfront was created by Nazis from the 1940s, and he was pretty much racist. Well, she still is going to be remaining racist. He is now just a she, and they've changed a little bit of the backstory. She has been created by Nazis, but by white supremacists now at this point. um kind of to fit in with what's going on in today's world. I'm actually, yes, women can be racist too. Actually, there's a lot of women out there that are racist if you take a look at some YouTube videos out there. Um, so yeah, I'm actually looking forward to how they're going to do this rendition because I'm sorry, but The Boys is just been beautiful. They've done a great job of transcribing that comic into a television series that is wrong, funny, and fucking gory as all hell too, and beautifully acted too. I might mind Karl Urban as Butcher is just phenomenal. Jack Quaid as Wee Huey is doing a great job too. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. If you haven't seen The Boys, if you're stuck inside, if you've been sequestered for 14 days, there's another thing for you to watch on Amazon Prime. There you go. It's up there. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't sure how they're gonna pull off the comic either. Has Urban ever done a bad job? I'm sure he has. I'm sure he has, but it's probably been a one-off that I haven't seen. So every actor does at least one bad job. If you ask him, I'm sure he has his own opinion as to what he's done wrong. And he's not shy about it. He's actually a pretty funny dude if you've ever seen him in person. PC says the boys got slow for me, but did like the ending of the season. Um, read the comic, PC. Definitely read the comic. It's wrong on so many levels. And yeah, if you read the comic, you're gonna go, holy shit, there was no way they could film this. There's no way they could have ever filmed this. Uh yeah. Yes, he did do the cop show with the android, which is now out on Netflix, if I remember correctly. It's either Netflix or Amazon Prime, one of the two. And I gotta go back and watch it because I actually watched that when it was on Fox and loved that show. And I'm blanking on the name of the show right now because the title was something familiar to like about five other shows that were almost human. Thank you, Green Henry Show. Yes, almost human. That was it. And it was a great show. They had so much potential, and Fox kept shuffling it around in the, programming and never gave it a chance. Yeah. So, yeah, it was good stuff. Speaking of stuff that need yeah, and Urban always talks about that he would love to go back and do Dread if, Rebellion ever gets their shit together and actually does a Dread movie or this Dread TV series they keep talking about, Mega City 1 and all that stuff. Who knows if that's ever gonna happen. Okay, what else we got? Not super, maybe a little tame. What? Oh, yeah, almost human, being human, humans. That's what I'm saying. It kind of confused. The title blends in with all the other shit that's out there. Uh, oh, I love him as Dread. Uh, I saw that in the theater in 3D when I heard that they actually made the effects for 3D. They actually shot it for that, and I was not disappointed. That was, I swear, when they go through, there's this drug that people take, slow-mo, that slows down time, and when you're seeing Dredd bust into this room from the point of view of people on slow-mo, it is the worst and greatest thing that you'll ever see because it's just awesome. Damn Straight is your burner account? Hey, Damn Straight, how's it going? Oh, man. Did he, do anything of note before Lord of the Rings? Are you talking about, Urban? Yeah, he's done a lot of things, honestly. He's take a look at his IMDb. It's ridiculously long and, has a lot of shit in it. And none of it's bad. That's the whole thing. Okay, you know what? Since I'm here, I'm gonna look it up since what the fuck, you know? And let's see, Karl Urban. There his name is. Uh I love how they have him as Star Trek on there. It's like, no, he's done a lot more than just Star Trek. So we're going to jump to the actor. Excuse me. Let's go all the way back to the beginning. So he was in Homeward Bound, the TV series, White Fang, the TV series, Hercules, the Legendary Journeys. He was Julius Caesar and Cupid. Yes. In 2 different episodes. That's right. Yeah. What else do we have here? He was in Xena, Warrior Princess, as well as Julius Caesar, and as Kor, and as Cupid. So he's played a couple different things. Then, of course, he was in Ghost Ship. For those of you who remember Ghost Ship, and then Lord of the Rings, he was in that. Chronicles of Riddick after that. Born Supremacy, which I remember he was in that too. He played a badass in that. Doom. Pathfinder. Pathfinder, by the way, if you haven't seen Pathfinder, go and watch that movie. It's a very underrated movie. Great movie, by the way. Then, of course, he plays in Star Trek. He did an excellent Bones in Star Trek, I have to admit. I don't like that movie, but hey. He was also in Red, the Bruce Willis movie with John Malkovich, which is an awesome movie. He's been in other stuff too. I mean, Priest, Dredd, Riddick again. He was in that as the rival for Riddick there. Almost Human, of course. And then The Boys. Yeah. So he's been in a lot of shit. I mean, a lot of stuff. And a good majority of it's genre. A good majority of it's genre. Yeah, Priest is it's a trash movie. It really is. I have to admit. It's a good it's a good. I'm stuck at home. There's really nothing else on, but I don't really want to pay attention to what I'm watching. So I'm going to put this on. That's pretty much what it is. Where you just want to have something on that's you not really have to pay attention to because the stories doesn't need to be paid attention to on that one. Yeah. Sorry, I'm drinking my tea as much as I can to keep my coughing from down, but it's not helping. Ah, there we go. Yes, wait, I can't wait for Future Man as well. So Future Man comes out in April next month. And they did respond back to me. I was kind of surprised on Twitter. I told them that, it's I'm happy that they're coming back, but I'm sad that it's only for 1 season. And they responded back to me. I thought it was kind of cool. Stanley Tweedle says, liked Altered Carbon Season 2. I fell asleep several times, still not finish. Like Altered Carbon Season 2. Yeah, it's not the best. If you go back when you're done, Stanley, you can go and take a look at Is It Worth My Time? I did Altered Carbon Season 2. And yes, I mentioned that exact same thing. Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably patient 0. Who knows? I never did get tested for COVID-19, so it's a good possibility because I was reading some more of the symptoms of it, and I kind of had pretty much all of that stuff when I had the flu. That's all I'm gonna say. I see my doctor on Wednesday, so we'll see about that. Yeah. It's good. It's a good thing YouTube doesn't promote the spread of viruses unless, of course, you're infected. Friend, touch your phone. Yeah. Pen. Yes, Pen. Check the archives. Dennis has some great reviews and watch every episode of It's Worth My Time. Thank you, Pen. See, that's what a good moderator does. Hint, 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 hint. No, I'm kidding. All my moderators are awesome. Just one stands out more than the other 3. The other 2. That's all I'm gonna say. What else is up there? Oh yeah. So this is kind of sad news. Lost in Space has been renewed for a 3rd and final season at Netflix. I actually like Lost in Space. It's a good Netflix series. It's actually fun. It's really fun. And it for me, it captured the spirit of the series, the old TV series, but brought a lot of new stuff to it. I didn't know how I was going to like a female Dr. Smith, but fucking Parker Posey just nails it. Not only nails it, she goes beyond what she needs to with that. And I'm kind of sad that there's, only one more season left, but at the same time, I'm glad that they're actually getting another season. They know that it's the final season and they can wrap shit up. So, yeah, but again, like I've said here before, maybe that's what these TV series need to be doing. They need to just make a 3-season arc and know that they have a beginning, middle, and end, and just market it that way. That way, you can just send it on out. Altered Carbon did this, with season 1 and then season 2, where it's a condensed, a story. You're using the same characters, and it is basically what the telenovelas have been doing for decades now, which is you can still use the same characters in a different story. Basically, you tell one story over a couple of seasons or a season, then it ends, and then you have an entirely different setting, but you can use some of the other the same characters. Yeah. Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan on Amazon Prime. God, that's a horrible series. I'm sorry, Dan Straight. It's so jingoistic and so predictable. Uh, that first season, I was laughing my ass off because they couldn't figure out. First, they're going to make do we want to make the terrorists sympathetic? No, we want to pull that back a little bit. We don't make him too sympathetic. Should we have him kill off his? No, we're not going to have him do that because that'd be too evil. And then, yeah, it just keeps going back and forth. I was laughing my ass off because you could actually see the writers, how they're thinking as they're writing this stuff. And it's just like, wow, this is just some bad writing. And it got a season 2. Don't ask me why. Yeah. Yeah, Jack Ryan's just it's trash. It really is. It's jingoistic trash. Uh and I really loved how Tom Clancy ripped off the Punisher for Without Remorse. If you read the book Without Remorse, it's essentially the Punisher. He just completely and totally lifted the entire Punisher backstory and threw it right in there. And it's a big book too. It's a huge book. So yeah. Speaking of Jack Ryan, have any of you seen The Patriot? Are you talking about the is it a Jack Ryan story? I haven't watched anything Jack Ryan wise since the Jack Ryan season 1 series on Amazon Prime. That was it. Why is everyone reading RN? What's RN? I don't know. Ponies and BJs. Ponies and BJs for everyone. Yeah. Let's see. Stanley. Well, I never read the books. Okay. So, yeah. Let's see what else I got going on here. Take this with a grain of salt, but Vin Diesel says that Lionsgate is doing a sequel to The Last Witch Hunter. For those of you who were sick the hour that movie was out in the theaters, The Last Witch Hunter starred Vin Diesel, Michael Caine, and oh god, now I'm blanking on his name. I can see it. Not Tobey Maguire. Shit. Well, anyway, it's got a good cast to it, but the story is just it was meh. Elijah Wood, thank you. Green Henry show. Elijah Wood. Like I said, my brain is Swiss cheese this morning for some god unknown reason. So it had a great cast. It really did have a really good cast, but the story was just bleh. And I think it didn't even really I think it broke even, and yet they're gonna do a sequel for it, which shows you how much Lionsgate is hurting now at this point in time. But then again, Vin Diesel also said they were doing another Riddick movie, that they were doing Riddick 4 or something like that, and that hasn't come about either. He said, "Oh yeah, we're doing pre-production, blah blah blah." Nope, we're doing Fast and the Furious 19 instead. Yeah. It's the one where the agent is depressed, fucks up his job in Luxembourg. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, The Last Witch Hunter was very trashy. I agree with you, Stanley Tweedle. That is another movie. I can't even recommend having that one on in the background just because, you really don't care. That's pretty much when the virus has taken over at that point in time and you can't reach the remote control and it comes on and you're like, "God, make it stop." Yeah. Or the batteries have died in your remote control and you're too weak to get up and turn off the TV manually or get new batteries. The next Fast and the Furious will be in space. Yeah, I've heard about that one too. I think I just got honey on my forehead here. So there we go. I think it was on the end of my cup that just touched my face. Fuck. Ah, man. Fast and the Furious 95. It'll be set in the year 2095. And it'll involve, I don't know, space aliens at this point. Don't touch your face. Yeah, I know. I don't wanna know about, your stuff, Viking bitch, so yeah. Thanks, Pen, I'm glad I could do a spit take on somebody. That's one of my goals in life is I try and make someone do at least a spit take a day, so that's, yeah. Oh, man. Mission Impossible should just join Fast. Yeah, they should at this point. Um, God. No problem, PC. Like I said, we're very easy going here. You can come in and out anytime you want. So, see, now you're gonna have to bag up that keyboard as biohazardous waste, Pen, and burn it someplace. Just remember, you burn it responsibly so that your antigens or your viral stuff does not fly out to other people and infect them. So, yeah. Uh, there's too many jokes there, Pen. I'm not going to say anything. There really is. There's too many damn jokes. Um, I had the Three Stooges syndrome there, where all the jokes were trying to get out the door at the same time when they jammed into the doorway, so they all can't come out. Anyway, uh, March 19th, the animated Altered Carbon Re-Sleeved is coming out on Netflix. That's right. Netflix has an animated Altered Carbon series, or yeah, it's a movie, I think is what it is. It's either a series or a movie. I don't know. They didn't make that all that clear. So on March 19th, Altered Carbon Re-Sleeved, which is animated, is coming out to Netflix. Just in case you couldn't didn't have enough fill of Altered Carbon with Anthony Mackie. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I don't wrap my keyboard. I let my fingers do the talk. Oh, good God. Um, so for those of you who are interested in pandemic movies, which people are right now, also hitting, I believe it's Amazon Prime, is Counterpart, the very excellent Counterpart. And it's kind of funny. I actually had a Counterpart moment this morning. I was walking the dog within the complex here, and there's nobody out in the complex. There's nobody out in the streets. It's very eerie. And I remembered in Counterpart in the other world, you know, that's how it is in their world as well, is that there's nobody out in the streets. And you can't tell if it's because of the pandemic stuff that people are sequestered in their homes all the time now, or if it's because it's killed off so many people and there isn't you got 2 seasons of that to look forward to on Amazon Prime, and it's excellent. It's got J.K. Simmons in it. That is the best one to watch, quite honestly. I know everyone says Contagion with Matt Damon. Matt Damon. But yeah, I think Counterpart's a lot better, quite honestly. I mean, Contagion, yes, is pretty accurate with what's going on right now, but yeah. Yeah. Maybe newspaper subscribers will go so that people can so there was some newspaper someplace, I can't remember, it was here in the United States, that they printed out like 4 extra pages so people could use them as toilet paper. And I started laughing, I'm like, "Silly person, no one reads newspapers anymore." Yeah. Yeah. I think they should suggest that to you, that used to boost sale yeah. Um, you save your newspapers currently, God. Like I said at the top of the podcast here, yes, I have plenty of toilet paper, like I said. I only have to buy one thing of that Costco stuff, and it really does last a long fucking time for me. So, yeah, it was one of those things that was kind of funny because I'm glad I bought it when I did. It was just before everyone started losing their fucking minds. And because honestly, I was not gonna fight people for that shit. Get it? Not fight people for that shit. I just realized what I said there too. It's not worth it, quite honestly. In a world where no one dies, so they have to have Does Outbreak hold up? Outbreak's not bad. Outbreaks, okay. No one actually does, an Outbreak movie well. Andromeda Strain is fairly fucking close, I'll say this much, and that's because the guy who wrote it was actually a doctor. So, Andromeda Strain is very close, quite honestly. That's probably the closest out of everything, but as for spreading, like the communal spread and stuff like that, Contagion actually gets the good, it gets that accurately. But for actual work, how people actually work with this, the CDC and all that stuff, even back then, Andromeda strain is the best one. Yeah. Oh man. So let me see what I have as my last story here. So remember Marvel is doing those animated series. They're doing a couple animated series for Hulu. Well, the new series What If is now set on Disney Plus, and it's coming out in summer of 2021 instead of being on Hulu. I'm okay with that because I really don't like Hulu, to tell you the truth. And Marvel has picked up Quebec's Squeeze, that is the animated company, to do the animation in. So yeah, they're going to create 5 episodes of What If, and that is how they're going to do it at this point. I'm interested to see how this is going to go. So yeah, I guess they said the first series comprises 10 episodes, so Squeeze is going to do 5 of those 10. And yeah, that looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. I heard that Lord, they're gonna have like Peggy Carter. What happened if she became if she got the super soldier serum? As one of the stories. I think they're doing Marvel Zombies as well. There's a couple different things that they're gonna do. When will we get more LDNR? What's LDNR? I'm sorry, I'm bad with acronyms. Uh, Stanley, I'm really bad with acronyms. I work at a place where we quite literally have uh, web pages full of acronyms for our love, death, and robots. Thank you. God, okay. That I believe is later on this year. I know they're working on season 2 right now. Uh, yes, they're working on season 2. They haven't done a they haven't said a premiere date on that one. Yeah. I just know that they said that season 2 is in the works, and I believe it's supposed to be this year. There you go. So, sex, murder, fuck, marry, kill. Is that what it is? I don't know. I don't know anymore. So that's all I got news-wise. What do you guys want to talk about? You want to talk about more about the virus? You want to talk more about here comes the vodka. Shh. You know. Penn Farm Girl says, so Dennis, being a television masochist, I watched the most recent. I'm sorry. It started with one really good laugh and then got worse, as you can imagine. Still not as bad as Inhumans. Nothing can be as bad as Inhumans. I think Inhumans set the bar for how bad a TV show could actually be. And that's saying something. That really is. I'm glad you did it though instead of me, because I was actually thinking about watching the last episode as well of Avenue 5. And I'm like, nope, nope, I'm not that desperate yet. Not that desperate yet. Yeah, I still have unfinished video games here too, so yeah, and a PS4 that needs to be updated. Excuse me. Why do you hate your? Do we need to have an intervention pen? Is that what it is? You're watching Avenue 5. Do we need to have an intervention? Oh man. Yeah. Uh yeah, I'm trying to think of what else I've got going on here. You know, I think the old book is in the bag here, so let me see what I've got. If I can find it. There it is. Nope, that's the wrong book. Son of a. There's the book. So I have two books, one that is a drawing book and the other one that is my scheduling book. And I haven't been inside the scheduling book in a little while here, obviously. So let's see. Stargirl, of course, is coming out in May 11th. I'm not going to be covering that because, oof, yeah, that's all I can say. Westworld, of course, is going to be tomorrow. So the premiere is tomorrow. I am going to be covering season 3. Monday, of course, is the ever excellent Dispatches from Elsewhere. I'm so glad I actually started covering that series. That is just a great series. If you haven't seen it on AMC, definitely take a look at it. Also on Tuesday is going to be Project Blue Book, which is the penultimate episode of Project Blue Book. Wednesday and Thursday I'm off. Friday I do the Clone Wars season 7 and final episode or final season of the Clone Wars. And we come back around again to Saturday morning blast off on Saturdays. Yeah. Yeah, Anders Mark. I'm not going to be covering Ozark. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to see what else I got here. It's kind of funny. I haven't updated this. Oh, we have Harley Quinn coming up in April. We have Future Man's coming up in April as well. Falcon and Winter Soldier is supposed to be coming out in August, but who knows with the production stalled now at this point. Or postponed because of the virus. And same thing with WandaVision. That's supposed to be coming up at the end of this year. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, definitely more of Harley Quinn, the animated Harley Quinn on DC Universe. Yeah, it's gonna be a weird. We're gonna have to see how this thing goes because with a pandemic, it really is like you wake up every morning, you're like, okay, what fucking shit do I have to deal with now? You know? Yeah, I honestly, Green Henry show, I saw that trailer for Devs and I was like, nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna one, it's on Hulu. And the only thing I'm signing up for Hulu for right now is for Future Man. That's it. I tried watching, the trailer for Devs and I was like, nah, no, not for me. Not for me at all. Don't know if we can lick the like any. Yeah, you don't want to lick the like, and then I have to decon it and all that stuff, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes into all of that. Alpha says, Dennis, have you ever considered doing a rewatch discussion? I started rewatching Counterpart. I have not, because there's just a lot of shit out there, and my time is only so much. There's stuff I watch for fun, on my own, because I need a break every now and then, and I need to decompress just like everyone else does. So I've been watching stuff like The New Pope, which I just finished, which that ending was fucking weird. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know how that ended. I've also been watching McMillions on HBO as well, which is an interesting story about how the McDonald's Monopoly game basically, since it started, anyone who ever won that McDonald's Monopoly game, it was part of a mob thing that was going on. So there were no legitimate winners, which I thought was interesting. And I want to see how they did it. That they keep teasing, they don't know how they did it, and it's been playing out. That's pretty good. Um, and then I've been sneaking in an episode every now and then of The Prisoner, the old Prisoner TV series. Excuse me, which is on Amazon Prime as well, because I just find it funny that every time the episode comes on, we have a new number two. Who are you? I'm the new number two. You will tell me what you know. No, who do you work for? That would be telling. And I'll be seeing you, which always cracks me up as well. Yeah. I think I told you guys I rewatched Venture Brothers in reverse season order just for wow. Okay. I don't know why you did it in reverse season order, but okay. PC says that's bull. I played that game. Yeah. Yeah. Take a look at the HBO series McMillions PC. It's it's bonkers batshit. It is really what it is. The FBI, how they actually got anybody prosecuted in that is a fucking nightmare. It really is. I'll shit you not. They dropped the ball big time. Somebody actually faxed the um the plans of all their stuff when they were going out to arrest people to a newspaper by accident, because it happened to be a speed dial number on their fax machine at the FBI, or no, not at the FBI. Excuse me, at the courthouse is what it was. And I'm like, really? I mean, how they didn't fuck that up is beyond me. They tell you how they did it, but yeah, I mean, they were like, uh, I was gonna say an PC thing, but they were a pubic hair away from actually, yeah, messing that whole fucking thing up. Movie for Newbie says, "Oh my god, that was a long phone call. Just cancel my AMC A-list subscription for a while. Work has gotten in the way recently, and now the world has gone to shit." Yeah. Why did you have an AMC A-list subscription anyway? Are you talking about the movie theater one or the TV show, the TV channel one? Yeah. And that's why I don't belong. Oh, the movie theater one. Yeah, that's why I don't belong to a movie theater subscription service, because I got screwed on one, and the second one, they were trying to screw me, and I saw what was going to happen there, and I was like, nope, fuck you guys. Yeah, I have a ghetto ass Regal by my house PC, and that's where people whip out cell phones and fucking take flash photos of the TV screen or the movie screen. I finally found another movie theater that's kind of nearby that doesn't have that, and no one goes to it, which is kind of nice. The seats they're kind of nasty. That's about the only thing. As long as you lay down some toilet paper and some hand sanitizer all over the seats, it's good. That's why people see, that's what it is. People are going to Costco because they want to go to the movie theaters, and they're afraid of touching the seats, so they're buying toilet paper and hand sanitizer in bulk. Yeah. I've cracked the case. That's what they're hoarding it for, exactly, Stanley. Yeah. Yes, Stanley Tweedle. They are not the most intelligent people in the world that go to that theater. Yes, I have a home theater as well, Apple Crow, but sometimes I want to see a movie in a movie theater. You know, like I went and saw Birds of Prey. Don't ask me why. I just saw Birds of Prey. I kind of want to see Bloodshot, to tell you the truth, but I don't know exactly. See a movie, Finobi. If you have a greater chance of running into Dennis and give him the finger than we. Oh, thanks. I don't know what he's saying, PC. He's yeah. It's because you're down here in Southern California, like I am. That's why. That's what he's saying. Yeah. Oh, and the paddle. Yes. So that is what he's. That's also what he's talking about. My paddle. That's just for you, movie Fanobi. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you just want to go to the movie theater, kick back, and you want to watch a movie in the movie theater. That's all. And it was kind of nice. The other theater that I found has a full bar, and what else? They actually have food and stuff like that too. So it's not bad. Like actual, I got a jalapeno cheddar stuffed pretzel, which I was like, that's actually pretty fucking good. And it wasn't bad for that. And my beer, I think I paid $10, which is unheard of in the movie theater now. Just for a tub of popcorn, you pay 15. So yeah. Yeah. I'm hungry too, PC. I didn't get breakfast this morning. I was running late on stuff. So when I'm doing the thumbnails for this thing, usually it's at the last minute and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do because I usually wait until the morning to gather a lot of news so that I can actually get up to the minute news, if you will, and make sure that everything that I'm going to be talking about over the week is relevant, that stuff hasn't fallen by the wayside and whatnot. So, um, yeah, and so I also put together the thumbnail as well in the morning, and it's kind of I'm trying to grab stuff, and then being the person that I am, I'm like, well, that's not the right picture. I don't like the way that picture looks. So what if I use this? And wait a minute, didn't I use this picture in something else? Maybe I could steal it from that. And so yeah, I end up going all over the place with my brain as it is. Uh, wow, the store was sold out of breakfast. Was that the only store that you could go to, Stanley? Yeah. Oh, you had to go shopping for breakfast. That's sad. But hey, that's the way the ciabatta crumbles sometimes. Green Henry says, remember to grab a hamburger if you're out and about. Why? Why remember grab a hamburger if you're out and about? I don't understand. What about second breakfast? Yeah. Um, Oh, I also wanted to say, so we lost Max von Sydow, the great Max von Sydow this week as well. 90 years old. He lived a great life, and man, that guy was in everything. He was a genre king, quite honestly, in everything that he had been in. The Exorcist, Flash Gordon, Flash, the Flash Gordon movie, I should say. Um, God, what else? Ming the Merciless. I'm blanking on Conan. He was even in Conan, the original Arnold Schwarzenegger Conan. King Osric is what he played in that. Um, Stephen King movies. He was also in Game of Thrones here. Yes, he was in the Ingmar Bergman movie. That's his first movie that he was ever in. Stanley Tweedle was the Ingmar Bergman movie where he tries to defeat death in a game of chess. Actually, he doesn't try to defeat death in the game of chess. He tries to make that game of chess last forever, hence beating death that way by basically making it stalemate. Yes, he was also in Dune, The Seventh Seal. You name it, he was in it. And great actor. He's going to be missed. I just wanted to, give a little shout out to him because man, did he made movies fun. He really did. Whenever you saw that Max von Sydow was going to be in something, his character was usually an interesting character. He was even in that uh Sylvester Stallone piece of shit, Judge Dredd, where he played the judge, that goes out on the long walk. And yes, he was the old priest in The Exorcist Green Henry show. Bring me an old priest and a young priest. And yes, he was wasted in these last Star Wars movies that came out. Yeah. He was even in that Star Wars fan fiction that came out. Exactly, Apple Crow. Yeah. Great actor. He's going to be missed, but he did have a long life. He really did. And yeah, man. I just wanted to, give a little shout out to him because he is one of my favorite actors. Was one of my favorite actors, I guess you could say. And yeah, I still want to watch some old stuff by him. I might pop in Conan a little bit later on. He was King Osric, whose daughter is the one that ends up getting taken by Thulsa Doom. Yeah. So he's the one that hires Conan and his mercenaries to get her back. Good stuff. Also, I'll probably just watch Flash because Flash Gordon alive. That was somebody else, but I I love the overacting in Flash. And he mentioned a Conan. You need to listen to sound. Yeah, the soundtrack is amazing. My God, that whole movie is Flash. Da, 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 exactly. Uh, that whole thing too. If you ever, I believe there's a documentary out there about. Yeah, there is a documentary out there about Flash. It is on Amazon. It is about Sam Jones and what he's doing now. And they actually bring Queen in at one point, and they're talking about how Queen was doing the album for Flash and how they came up with the music. And they're talking to Brian, fuck, I can't remember his name, from Queen, Brian, whatever his name is, and how he came up with the dun 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 dun, and they had to add something to it, and how that all came about. And that is an awesome fucking Brian May. Thank you, Apple Crow, Brian May. And yeah, they're talking about all that, and that's some good stuff. And he's sitting in front of his keyboard, and it starts kind of like dun dun dun, bouncing on it, and it's good stuff. It really is. And I guess Sam Jones lives down here in the San Diego County area, and yeah, he works as a bodyguard now, which is kind of weird. But yeah, he goes across the border back and forth all the time now. There you go. In between acting gigs, I guess. So interesting stuff. Yeah, like I said, I watch weird shit every now and then. That's what I do to relax and unwind. He got an Oscar nomination for Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. Sam Jones did? Really? I didn't know that. That's kind of weird. Speaking of weird shit, did you see Color Out of Space? No, I haven't. Yeah. Oh, Max von Sydow got the Oscar. Oh, that's right. Max von Sydow did get the Oscar nomination for Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. You're right. Oh, man. Because I was going to say, Sam Jones, he got an Oscar nomination? When the fuck did that happen? That's why the world's coming to an end. Yeah. Oh, man. Yes, Project Blue Book is awesome. It really is. It's a great show. I like covering it. I really do. That and Dispatches from Elsewhere. Dispatches from Elsewhere has turned into a really good little series, quite honestly. And I love Richard Grant. I really do love Richard Grant in this. Um, he is, yeah, he's really, really good. Oh, no, you meant It's Weird as Shit, Project Blue Book? Or Okay. Well, I should probably start wrapping things up, let you guys go for the day and all that good stuff. Yeah. I agree with you, Viking Bitch. It's good stuff. That's why I kept pushing it. I'm like, Viking Bitch is gonna love this. She's gonna absolutely love this show. And I kept pushing and pushing and pushing. She's like, all right, I'll watch it. Shut up. Is that a good impersonation of you, Viking Bitch, how you did that or not? I don't know for sure. My is Dispatches streaming anywhere? Probably AMC, Apple Crow. That's the only thing I can think. Yeah, I do that. If Viking Bitch likes it, I'll try it. I don't trust Dennis. Thanks, Stanley. Thanks. Because what? Because supposedly I don't like fantasy. Is that what it is? As you guys are saying, Dennis hates fantasy. I don't hate fantasy. It's just some fantasy I don't like. I don't need to like everything. That's how it works. Yes, thanks for coming in, PC. Hopefully we see you again in other streams as well as this. Definitely welcome to come on back. To be fair, there are 2 episodes week 1, and she caught up for the 3rd. Yeah, she did. I know, Pen. I'm just giving her shit. Because she didn't watch it right away when we did. That was the whole thing. And y'all need to actually watch it the same time I do. Sure, we can blame Fanobi on that one. I'm perfectly fine with that. All right. I'm gonna let you guys go. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, you're gonna see the video pop up here that hopefully will entice you to subscribe. If not, try this video over here, which is going to be Clone Wars, Star Wars: The Clone Wars. It's going to be up there. Also, if you want to see if it'll work or not, you can hit the bell down below to see when I'm on again next. And that is going to be, 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you when I'm on. Best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule up there. Also, all my links are up there as well. So if you want to know where I'm at on Instagram and Twitter and all that stuff, it's there. It is on suspendedfanimation.com. Also, you can take a look at the Facebook page as well. That's got information on there. And there's a Facebook group page, which you guys can join up with there, and you can post stuff, talk amongst yourselves, all that kind of stuff. Tomorrow is a Corona mandated binge day. What, we're supposed to all drink Corona? Because I really don't like that shit. I mean, it's pretty nasty tasting. What time is Westworld season 3? I believe it starts at 6 p.m. Eastern time, or 6 p.m. Pacific time. So I should be on at 7. If they don't have, a weird thing where they're like an hour and a half long or something like that, it should be 7:15. 7:15 Pacific Standard Time. That's when I'll do it. So that'll be like 10:15 Eastern time for you guys out there. I knew what you meant on that acronym, Stanley. That was the one acronym I actually got this time. Yeah, my review will be at 7:15, Stanley. Since the show is on at 6 my time, it'll be 7:15. I usually do 15 minutes so I can pee, get some water, and basically blow my nose, whatever, and all that kind of stuff. I usually just set everything up there. World War III starts later in the week over strategic hand sanitizer reserves. Man, the people that were making hand sanitizer out of Tito's vodka, what the fuck is that about, man? I mean, where did that come from? And first of all, for those of you out there, don't do it because it's not the right alcohol content, and Tito's even tells you not to do it. So, yeah. Sorry, Stanley. You can watch the video. Yeah. Oh, it's 9 to 10:15, so, it'll be on then at, probably 7:20, 7:25 my time. I'll probably do 7:20. Usually if it lasts a little bit longer, I'll do 7:20 on that one. How about that? Yeah. So, how's that sound? I know I'm gonna lose a lot of the East Coast people on that one because it's just too late. Yeah, see, if you don't get the episode live, I can't help you, unfortunately. Followed by Avenue 5. Oh, that's fucking funny, man. That is hilarious. Uh Oh, yeah. God. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go. Have a good rest of your day. Stay safe out there, stay healthy, all that good stuff. Don't hoard any toilet paper or hand sanitizer or masks. Remember, wash your hands frequently. Keep that 6 foot social distance from people. And if you see anybody cough, shame them as much as possible. I know. Um, you know what it is. Act like a fucking human being. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, act like a decent human being. Uh, as Bill and Ted says, be excellent to each other and party on, dudes. Till then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. I'll see you tomorrow for Westworld season 3. Until then, take care and have a good rest of your day. See you, everybody.